What's up, everybody? Today we're going to talk about the best ways to carry. We're going to see what might work best for you. We're going to see what will help you not print. We're going to see which ones might be the fastest, which ones might be the most dangerous. So stick around and we're going to check it out. Obviously, carrying a gun all depends on what's comfortable. It all depends on what's safe. It all depends on how your body is shaped and what's most convenient for you. Because really, at the end of the day, you're gonna carry more often if it's comfortable and convenient. Because if it's somewhere that's uncomfortable and inconvenient, and you just feel like, oh, this is dumb and it's so annoying when I'm driving, when I'm sitting. Let's also think about your clothing as well. So you're going to need to wear something that will accommodate. I know I used to like to wear a lot of mediums, you know, a little bit tighter. You want to wear something that is not going to be really tight up against the gun so you can see the imprint of it. And also think about material. So a lot of different materials can show the outline easier than others, and it all depends on where you're wearing it as well and how your body's shaped. So if you have a little bit of a Winnie the Pooh, a little bit of a belly here, if you're trying to wear appendix, that might not work for you. Some guys still do, but I'm gonna go over which ones I think are the best and how I like to carry. Number one, appendix. Okay, this is how I choose to carry. It's comfortable for me. I'm, a skinnier guy, so it doesn't, it's not too tight inside my pants. But yeah, this is what they call an IWB. Inside the waistband, and then you have the OWB is obviously outside the waistband. And this one is T-Rex Arms, this holster. It's a sidecar, so it gives you an extra mag. You can never have too much ammo, right? This one is very comfortable, and when you're driving, you can kind of, pull it up a little bit so it doesn't like dig into you. This really is good for not printing. And this even has like a little on the side here. This one has a little, whatever this is called, like claw that pushes up against your, if you can see that really, pushes up against your jeans, and it really just helps smooth out that print of the gun and the holster so you can't see it. And this one is something you do have to be careful about with the belt type you wear. You're gonna have to wear your buckle to the side because it will get in the way of the clips. If you want to wear a nice fitted shirt, this is going to be tight up against it, so you really are gonna see the mag well kind of sticking out there and sticking out of your shirt. So make sure you're aware of the material you're wearing. Okay, and then also, you cannot wear like a dress shirt tucked in with this. You can't tuck in a shirt. It just does not work. I've seen guys say, look, you can do it like this and then it works. No, it does not work. You cannot wear it. So you have to think about if you're gonna wear a dress shirt and a suit jacket to church or a wedding or whatever. Now, please, you could bring a gun to a wedding, but I don't know. If you get really crazy with the guys at the wedding, it might get a little nuts. Now, I believe this to be the fastest. Not because I'm the fastest with it, but because I watch guys that are extremely fast and they say this is the fastest. But I also believe that this is a very safe way. I believe that this is also the safest, even though it seems like it's pointing down at the personals, this way it's right in front of you, and every time you draw and reholster, you're looking right at it. Anywhere else that it is, you kind of have to turn and go to where that is, right, and turn your body to look. So this way, it's literally right down in front of you, and every time you can make sure that finger is out of the trigger and placing that gun exactly where it has to be. Also, if someone were to try and grab your gun, it's right in front of you. You can see where their hands are going. If you're carrying back here and someone tries to grab your gun, or you're carrying here and someone comes up on the side to grab it out, there's going to be a lot more chance of them getting your gun without you seeing. No one's going to get your gun without you seeing with it right here. But if it doesn't work for you, find what works for you, and that's the most important thing, and train with however you're carrying every day. Number two, 3 o'clock position. Now, my pants here have a weird belt loop right at where I would put a 3 o'clock position, so it doesn't really go in that position. It's a little more 2 o'clock. But this is another good position, 3 o'clock, to carry your gun for concealed. 3 o'clock is another good position, but you have to think about a few things. The same thing, printing, because it will be on your hip, and it will make your body look a little uneven if someone could see that bump on the side there, but also how you have to draw here. So from appendix, you're drawing that shirt up, you're gonna draw from here. This way, you're not really gonna reach over and grab. You can still reach over and grab like this, but you could also do like a scooping with your hand, a scooping up like this, and then reaching in for your gun. It all depends on your clothing choices, and what you're doing, what time of year it is. If you got winter clothes on, you could carry outside, because then you have some bigger jackets and shirts and stuff that will accommodate that. So it depends on a lot of factors. So you don't necessarily have to carry the same way with the same gun all the time. So think about that. If you have a few different guns that are carryable guns like compacts and subcompacts, then you could think about at different times of the year, maybe you're carrying different guns. But make sure you're training with all of them and all your holsters, right? So make sure you're training with all of them and all your holsters. My wife was texting me, that's why I was looking at my watch. So my second favorite way to carry is the 3 o'clock position, but it's the same thing. You gotta think about how you're drawing, what clothes you're wearing, and how safe it is, right? So this one is pretty safe because if it shoots, they say it's just going to shoot down at the floor and not shoot you in the leg. So this is another a really good option. If it works for you, great. If not, try this other one. 5 o'clock, inside the waistband. That is my third favorite way to carry, but really majority of the time, 90% of the time, I'm carrying an appendix inside the waistband. Obviously, you can't carry outside the waistband appendix. That would look really weird. But yeah, so 5 o'clock. So I just threw my holster, my appendix holster back here. Really, if this was a real situation where I was carrying 5 o'clock, I would take this little extra mag holster off, and I'd put the mag in probably my back pocket or jacket pocket, depending on what it was. Because it's just too much back here. So these are T-Rex Arm sidecar holsters. You can take this extra mag holder off and just attach the clip. So it would just be a holster for your gun with 2 clips. But yeah, so back here, you gotta think about sitting down. When you sit down, if you're carrying at 5 o'clock or even 6 o'clock, right in the small of your back, which I really don't recommend. I feel like it's way too far back there. But I like to be able to see where I'm reholstering. You have to think about when you're going to sit down, that's going to press against your seat. So if you're going somewhere where you're going to be sitting down for a long period of time, I do not recommend something in the back. It's going to be so uncomfortable. 5 o'clock works when you're wearing a nice suit, nice jacket, a blazer, and you have a tucked in shirt. You can't carry appendix because it's just too tight here because that tucked in shirt with the belt. You carry back here, and even if your suit jacket opens a little bit, you still won't be able to see it back here. Also, safety-wise, once you start getting towards the back of your body, you can't see who's behind you staring at, ooh, is that a gun? Is that a gun in that guy's back pocket? It's mine now, because bad guys think like that, right? They think they're going to steal your gun, and now it's their gun, and they can shoot you with it. So you have to think about those things. That's why I think once you start moving to the back here, it gets really it gets not as safe. I don't want to say really unsafe, but it gets not as safe. So I like to have it right here in front of me, right in my zone. So once you get back here, I don't like the fact that someone could see it and you wouldn't know and they could try and grab it. So best places to carry, in my opinion, appendix, 3 o'clock outside the waistband and 5 o'clock inside the waistband. I believe those are the safest, the most efficient, the most comfortable and convenient ways to carry, and that's what's going to make you carry every day, is being comfortable and making it convenient for you so that it's not something you don't want to do. Oh, I have to carry my gun again today. Gosh, is anybody really going to attack me today? I don't think so. I'll put it back. And that'll be the day that someone comes to rob you and you're gonna be like, well, I guess I should have carried even though it was uncomfortable. So make sure you are trying out different holsters. Make sure you're training with those holsters. Put some comments down below. Let me know how you carry. What's your favorite way to carry? What's the fastest way that you think there is to carry? And let me know what holster you're using as well. I'm really big on T-Rex Arms and Tier 1 concealed holsters, but let me know what else you guys use. All right, hit that like and subscribe button, guys. Thanks for watching. Hopefully I helped you out with something today. God bless you all. Have a good day.